Mary Martinez, 16 Hudson Terrace. Now I'm confused. The cost of the boat after the grants is $121,000, right? 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 Right?
There is
Right? Right?
there is
Anybody?
an estimate, there is an estimate that the fire department required that there is a vessel that they would be interested in purchasing, which is similar to other fire rescue boats that were acquired using the same grant. And that price right now is at $140,000.
140. Okay, because it says 121 here. So,
Yes, that's just
Okay.
the way Mr. Mayor writes the title of the ordinance, but he's well aware that it was 140.
okay, so clear this for me. At the last meeting, I had asked about the price, which was down for bonding for like 500,000. And at that point, you clarified things and said, no, you know, we are, and I said to you, are we getting any grants for this? And you said, yes. In fact, we are. We're getting, what, the Port Authority, I guess, is giving the grant?
No, this is a FEMA grant,
FEMA.
Port Security Grant.
Right, okay, so you had said yes, you know, you clarified that we are getting the grant. And that would leave the balance that was going to be paid for by the borough as 121 or 140,000, maybe a little more when you add things into it, right?
I don't recall what I said, but the grant.
Well, you didn't say
award-
about adding two,
Right.
this is the
The
first time I
grant-
heard that,
the
but I'm
grant-
just leaving that open.
The grant award is $510,000.
Thousand.
Out of that award,
Right,
the borough needs to pay 25% cost share.
right, which would be,
So so say utilizing the boat that they have the specifications for now, $140,000, our share would roughly be somewhere in the area of $30,000.
okay, but you're getting a $500,000 grant? Was it?
510,000.
So under, when you accept that grant as 510,000, you have to put your share in, which is 25%.
That's correct.
25% of the
Yeah.
500,000,
Well, if I could
Right.
just jump in real quick.
Sure.
We have the ability to spend up to $500,000 on a boat if we wanted to, but contingent on however much money we spend on that boat, 25% of that has to be absorbed by the borough.
by the borough.
Right, so what I think is happening now, and I think what the confusion is now with the quote, is that we're taking a look at the vessel, we're taking a look at some of the options, all of these line items are on there, and I don't think that we've actually come to the conclusion as to what equipment will be necessary versus what can be taken off the
Right.
vessel that currently exists, so we don't go ahead and spend that, because even if we get a new, for example, a FLIR system, which could be very expensive, perhaps the one that we have on boat right now may, and I don't know, we're trying to look at that, and I think that's where the discrepancy may be.
Yeah, because at the last council meeting, the 500,000, I was under the assumption, or it was said, may or may not, up to for that vote. And then what this figure was what was going to be, and I guess it means if we accept that 500,000.
If you use the full amount.
If you use the full amount, that would be our cost. So we don't really know how much the boat is going to be yet.
I seriously doubt that the boat would be, right now, the vessel that they seem to favor is about 140,000. I don't see it substantially increasing.
Okay, so then I have another question and regarding the boat. Are there going to be stipulations when it can be used? It can't be used to go watch fire, is that what the fly, right? I'm just using that as an example. Is there stipulations of you have to be trained to use it?
Absolutely.
It can only be used for a working thing?
Absolutely.
Okay. So So 25% of whatever the boat's going to cost will be our cost. And the government is willing to go up to 500,000.
Exactly.
Thank you for that clarification.
Jay?
Okay, Malakoff, 91 Broadway Avenue. Wow, we're talking about safety. If I should happen to slip off of the George Washington Bridge and manage to live when I hit the water, I think I would want a boat to come and get me, whether it costs $25,000 more or $25,000 less. This is about public safety. If you put another ambulance on the street, it's good for the town. If you put a fireboat in the water, it's good for the town. Unless you let that fireboat get near the Binghamton Ferry if it ever burns. Because that, I would stand up and rail against. That's a hazard that should be just done away with. But in doing things for public safety for the town, we're quibbling over, we're getting the money from FEMA, 25% the town's got to put up. That's not a lot of money considering what you get. And you're getting a peace of mind that if your child falls in a river, I'm going to go back to children again. If your child falls in a river, we have people trained in this town on how to get into a boat and run out there and pick that kid up and save that kid's life.
Anybody else?
Anyone else wish to be heard? Seeing none, I'll close the open portion of the meeting on 1488, 2013. Do I have an introduction?
Introduce it.
Second?
I'll second
Any discussion? All right, just in response to what I've heard, I believe we've had the existing vessel for 6 to 7 years. The number of calls have been increasing every year. In the past 6 months, 5 people were picked out of the river by the fire department. 3 of them were Edgewater residents. A boat going down right off the colony, and someone jumping in the water down by the crab house and not being able to handle the current. So another advantage is the boat we have isn't in the water right now. The boat we'd be looking to get will offer 12 months out of the year to respond. So I think it's the right thing to do for the public. It's the pump on the boat is stronger than the existing. Everything, it's a benefit to residents along the riverfront, and I fully endorse it. Any other discussion? Roll call.
Whereas an ordinance of the Borough of Edgewater, County of Bergen, New Jersey, providing for the acquisition of a new rescue boat for the Edgewater Fire Department in and for the Borough of Edgewater, and appropriating $510,000 therefore, and providing for the issuance of $121,000 in bonds or notes of the Borough of Edgewater to finance the same, hereby adopted. Councilman Underwood?
Actually, agree with both abstain.
Councilman Doran?
Yes.
Councilman Monti?
Yes.
Councilman Bedell?
Yes.
Councilman Jordan?
Yes.
And Councilman Bartolomeo?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Next up, we have ordinance 1489, 2013, an ordinance of the Borough of Edgewater and County of Bergen, New Jersey, providing for repairs to the Edgewater Marina in and for the Borough of Edgewater and appropriating $300,000, therefore, and providing for the issuance of $285,000 in bonds or notes of the Borough of Edgewater to finance the same. This time, I'd like to open the meeting to the public on 1489, 2013 only. Mary?
Terry Hogan, 606 Underwood Avenue. I'm almost afraid to come up and make any comments because I'll get attacked by people sitting in the audience. This ordinance indicates that it is for capital repairs to the marina, including but not limited to electrical repairs, replacement of the closed-circuit television, monitoring the reporting system, the access control, the windscreen that piers and docks, including all work. So this has nothing to do with the damage from the storm, is that correct?
All of it does. That's all storm damage.
Oh, okay, because when it talks about capital improvements, I thought it was something beyond that.
No,
So
that's
all
all
of
storm
these,
damage.
all of these things also have the option then of receiving FEMA funding because they're all.
The claim, yes, the claim's already been made in regard to those cost estimates.
Because nowhere do I see in the ordinance that it says a result of the storm. And I was just concerned that this might have been just a bond that we were doing, you know, to fix up the marina.
Yeah, no, it's all storm related. Most of it'll probably be for the electric service.
So are they, and I know you don't, maybe it's a de minimis, can you just put in here that these are problems that were from Sandy?
It was explained to bond counsel, he writes the ordinance. It was explained to bond counsel
I would
that
just
this
tell-
was for the
I mean,
repair.
obviously, you're gonna tell them that they,
Right.
but it would, to me, it would make more sense if it said, as a result of the storm,
Right.
when you're going for money from FEMA.
Sure.
Thank you.
Anyone else wish to be heard? Dennis?
Just a quick question. Is a generator running over there night and day for several?
Is it in regards to the ordinance?
Well, I guess not. In some ways it is. There is.
It would be the generator running out of the marina.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you want to call that because it is using electricity, which
Yeah.
I'm sure the mayor will answer it great, but we are getting reimbursed by that, even the fuel, not on the taxpayer's dollar. I look into that. You talk about the generator that's operating electricity right now.
Yeah.
Great.
And that's all storm related.
That is.
But
Great, if you want to get more
I
involved.
mean, you hit the nail on the head. The reason why the temporary, generator is there is because the switch gear, which is the large box that's to the left of the main pier, was fully submerged in water that has to be replaced. The transformer from public service has to be replaced, and then they have to check all the wiring, all the breaker panels. It's a very involved and detailed job, and we're hoping that that cost will cover it, so.
Anyone else wish to be heard? Seeing none, I'll close the open portion of the meeting on 14/89/2013. Do I have an introduction?
I'll introduce it.
Second?
Second.
Any discussion? We need to get our marina up and running, so we can, we've gotten to the point where we're gonna be able to have boats down there, we need to have electricity, so it's something we have to do, so.
And if I may add, I think that this year, as a result of a lot of the other damaged marinas, not only in the vicinity here, but down in southern, down in the shore communities, we're going to find that a lot of the people that generally take their boats down the shore won't this year because of a lot of the debris and restrictions as to where they can be sailing. So I'm feeling that our marina is going to be full this year, very full this year.
Any further discussion? Roll call?
Whereas an ordinance of the Borough of Edgewater, County of Bergen, New Jersey, providing for repairs to the Edgewater Marina in and for the Borough of Edgewater and appropriating $300,000, therefore providing for the issuance of $285,000 of bonds or notes of the Borough of Edgewater to finance the same is hereby adopted. Councilman Henwood.
Yes.
Councilman Doran.
Yes.
Councilman Monty.
Yes.
Councilman Fidel.
Yes.
Councilman Jordan.
Yes.
And Councilman Bartolomeo.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Communications, petitions?
Yes. We have a communication from Mary Ellen Lyons, Superintendent of Public Works of Borough of Moonachie, thanking the Borough of Edgewater for coming to the Borough of Moonachie's aid in their time of need based on the Hurricane Sandy, for all of our donations that we donated to them, such as all the file cabinets, desks, vehicles. And we also received a letter from a law firm who's representing Fleming Steakhouse and OC Restaurant Partners, which is the Outback Restaurant, indicating that their new CFO, David Deno, who has been added as a new officer to the licenses, and in that regard, they are requesting that the New Jersey ABC perform what they call a consolidated background investigation of the new officer. which would require that they contact various municipal clerks and officials to formally request our consent for them to have a consolidated background investigation, which will be, again, be performed by the New Jersey ABC. In the meantime, they will have Mr. Deno's fingerprint cards verification form affidavit of qualification and morpho-track application and fees forwarded to the New Jersey ABC. I spoke with Captain Hanna regarding this matter. His letter to me dated February 19, which is today, states that the Edgewater Police Department does not have any objections to a consolidated background check with Mr. Deno, or I should say with Mr. Deno. After discussion with Borough Attorney Bozier, he also indicated that he saw no reason for the borough to object to this consolidated background investigation. And I just wanted to put on the record if any of the body member has any concerns, to let me know, or if it's okay, I can move forward and send a letter okaying that the Borough of Edgewater has no objections to the consolidated background check. Is it okay, the governing body, we have no objections?
I have no objection.
No objection.
Okay, so I'll send a letter to them. Thank you. That's all I have there.
Councilman Henwood, do you have a committee report?
Not this time, sir.
Councilman Doran?
Really, so talk to Kathy and Linda inside. They're doing a lot of work on the north end firehouse on Palisades Ave. There's a lot of volunteers, men themselves are doing the work, and we have some of our TDW guys to keep our costs down. And it's coming out really nice. Doing a great job with it. And that's it.
Councilman Monti?
DPW, I thought did a very, very good job. The snow removal, plowing number one, and removing the snow. We are in discussions with health insurance with the DPW. The Recreation Committee met, and a big topic was Veterans Field. We will be partnering up with Leonia again this year, Little League. Obviously, Storm Sandy put us back a little bit, but still full force ahead. We look forward to opening again, and we may have to make some modifications, but we'll cross that bridge when we come. That's it.
Councilman Vidal? Councilman Jordan?
The Board of Health reorganized in January and submitted significant report for the year. They eliminated primarily just certified and registered elections. Significant revenue for the year 2000 was $18,497. The revenue for 2012 is $48,600, almost double. There were 320 licenses issued by the Board of Health in 2000, 627 licenses issued by the Board of Health in 2012. A rabies clinic has now been incorporated. I think they have 58 dogs. I don't know how many cats. But that was well received by everybody, bringing their animals in. And it was supervised by, veterinary doctors. And then became president of the New Jersey State Registrars Association. And in addition to her summary report, we had 2 months of the activity of the inspectors going it's too long to elaborate, but they're very, very, very active and very much on top of any necessary follow-up. And that's been submitted to Robert.
Councilman Bartolomeo?
Nothing.
All right, resolutions. I know we have 2 add-ons.
Yes. Add-ons 067 and 068, which is, one is for the, thank you. 067 67 is a resolution to hire Andrew Mangiacoper, he's the electrician, for the replacement and repair of electrical system and equipment at the marina, which was damaged by Hurricane Sandy. I was able to include those resolutions for the public to see, but it was not on the agenda, placed on the agenda. We just got these late this afternoon. And then 068 is a resolution to hire United Federated Systems for replacement of closed-circuit television equipment at the marina, which was also damaged by Hurricane Sandy. That resolution was also made public, and we will all provide copies.
Does anybody have any questions in regards to the resolutions?
I do, I have, like, discuss 65, please.
Okay, so we'll pull, I'd ask that we pull 2013-061.
And 61.
Just said 61.
Let's just say 5.
61, and the one that you initially wanted
You
was.
asked for 65, I'm asking.
65, no. 61 and 65.
So I'd ask for consent agenda on 2013-054 through 2013-060, 2013-062 through 2013-064, 2013-066 through 2013-068. Do I have a second?
Second.
Roll call?
Councilman Henwood?
Yes.
Councilman Doran?
Yes.
Councilman Monti?
Yes.
Councilman Bedell?
Yes.
Councilman Jordan?
Yes.
Councilman Bartolomeo?
Yes.
Yeah, 61? I vote. Read that separate.
What,
You want to write separate?
what exactly is the resolution for? Is this the resolution that the developer was looking for to officially, I guess, turn down?
Stop it, Joe.
Stop it. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that was.
Yeah.
Okay. The mayor would like it read on the record, whereas on September 18, 2006, the governing body of the Borough of Edgewater enacted ordinance 1349-2006, adopting the redevelopment plan dated August 9, 2006, the redevelopment plan, with respect to the properties then designated on the tax map as block 99 lots 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, collectively the redevelopment area. And whereas iPark Edgewater LLC, known as iPark, was designated as redeveloper of the redevelopment area, and whereas subsequent to the adoption of the redevelopment plan and the designation of iPark as redeveloper, iPark has developed in phases the redevelopment area, including multiple subdivisions in a row, all in accordance with the redevelopment plan. And whereas on December 13, 2010, iPark presented to the Edgewater Planning Board a concept plan, the supermarket concept plan, reflecting a supermarket comprised of approximately 55,380 square feet adjacent to Garage 1, south of Building F and east of Road C in the Edgewater Municipal Complex. And whereas the supermarket concept plan required multiple substantial deviations from the redevelopment plan, including but not limited to exceeding the maximum retail density permitted in the redevelopment area and exceeding the maximum size of any retail use in the redevelopment area. And whereas the planning board and its council determined that because of the extent of the deviations required, the supermarket concept plan required an amendment to the redevelopment plan, which can only be enacted by the governing body by way of an amendment to ordinance 1349-2006. And whereas on May 2nd, 2011, the governing body considered the supermarket concept plan and at that time declined to amend the redevelopment plan to permit the same. And whereas by letters dated October 4, 2012 and October 15, 2012 from its council, iPark is requesting that the governing body consider amending the redevelopment plan to permit the development of the redevelopment area to include the supermarket concept plan. And whereas at the request of iPark, the governing body has agreed to consider at its meeting held on February 4th, 2013, February, I guess, tonight, correct?
No, when Mr. Kaufman came in for his presentation.
Oh, right,
last week.
excuse me, okay, at its meeting held on February 4, 2013, amending the redevelopment plan to include the supermarket concept plan. Now therefore be it resolved that after careful consideration of the arguments supporting the request for an amendment to the redevelopment plan, the mayor and council of the borough of Edgewater reaffirms its prior declination of the request to amend the redevelopment plan to permit a supermarket or other retail store in excess of 25,000 square feet or to increase the maximum retail density in the redevelopment area. Be it further resolved that a true copy of this resolution be sent to the Edgewater Plan for reps of Hyde Park Edgewater LLC and reps of Stock Supermarket Company LLC.
Do we have an introduction?
Second.
Roll call.
Council,
Any discussion, I'm sorry. Roll call.
Councilman Henwood,
Since you was began before I was started, and I want to applaud the mayor and the councilors involved for keeping the integrity of this development, and I think it's a wonderful thing that you guys are so scrupulous in this matter. I vote yes.
Councilman Doran,
Yes.
Councilman Monty.
Yes.
Councilman Vidal,
Yes.
Councilman Jordan,
Yes.
and Councilman Bartolomeo.
Yes.
Yes. Resolution 2013-065.
My question was regarding, being that we have we're looking to explore the possibility of leasing out the old Borough Hall building. Is this an expense that we need to go through right now? Because we're going to allow the potential tenants to build to suit, correct?
Bill?
That's just for if the governing body decides to move forward in that direction with leasing out the floor space. The exterior of the building still needs to be restored. And phase one was the roof and cornices that we did roughly 3 years ago. This is the second phase, which includes the installation of new windows, doors, and the repointing of brickwork. All this work is paid for with grants, 2 grants, one from the New Jersey Historic Trust, the other from the Bergen County Historic Trust. By completing this project, you now make the building water and weather tight. And the exterior of this building is our responsibility, not someone that we would lease the space to, so.
So phase two is 100% gravel?
Yeah.
All right, okay, great.
It's the exterior of the building.
Yeah, no,
Final decision on the interior.
Right, right, yeah.
Any other further discussion?
Hey, I want to just add to what I said. Mr. Wilson, of nurse and significant reduction in fees that we have to pay for the county department. And it was reduced by $33,419. That is a significant amount of work that she did over the years. And well, points out that the census is now up to 11,514. Okay. So it's a significant change.
Thank you. All right, so going back to 2013-065, any further discussion on the bid award for phase 2? Roll call. Oh, do I have an introduction?
I'll choose.
Second? Roll call.
Councilman Henwood,
Yes.
Councilman Doran,
Yes.
Councilman Monty.
Yes.
Councilman Vidal,
Yes.
Councilman Jordan,
Yes.
Councilman Bartolomeo.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Okay, old business. New business. Administrator reports?
Progress, Mayor.
Okay, okay, I have a few requests that I'd like to make, and I'm not sure if we have to go for a resolution. First off, as far as the rec committee is involved, I need to remove, I need to replace a member of the committee. He has been unable to attend, and he made it clear to me that he's probably not going to be able to attend in the coming years. So I'd like to remove Ahmed Hassan and replace him with Jim Teets. With that, now, does that have to go to a resolution?
Yes.
Well, with the rec committee, I feel they've been doing, progressing in the last couple of years, and bottom line is, we have people attending the meetings, and he has been unable to attend. He made it clear to me, no hard feelings, it's just he's very busy with school and work. His family, there's some health issues in his family. He's not able to attend the rec committee meetings, so I just would like to replace him with someone who can be there to help out. The replacement is one of the basketball coaches. He does a couple of the programs down there for basketball. He's very involved, and everybody down there, would love to see him there. So,
Mayor, Ahmed was the leading basketball scorer.
Yes.
And I think he's involved in a lot of activities.
he has a lot going on, so
He
we
was
fully
honored,
understand.
his number was retired, and I think it was a nice idea to see if he could participate in the rec commission, but he just is unable to
He can't do
make
it.
that commitment, yeah.
So she did,
So do I have an introduction to replace Ahmed Hassan with Jim Teets?
I'll introduce you.
Second?
Councilman Henwood?
Yes.
Councilman Doran?
Yes.
Councilman Monty?
Yes.
Councilman Fidel?
Yes.
Councilman Jordan?
Yes.
Councilman Bartolome?
Yes.
All right, next up, we have, I'm not sure, I guess I'll need a resolution for this too. The Shade Tree Committee, we received resignations on the Shade Tree Committee, and I'd like to make 3 appointments tonight. I believe the appointments will positively affect the committee, just because I'd like to put the chairman of the zoning board, chairman of the planning board, and I'd ask Tony Bart to represent the council. I will have, Tony, I'd ask for you to do a 3-year term. The 2 chairmen, I'd ask for 2-year terms. And I will have other appointments. It's just to still qualify for the Tree City USA, we need to make a call, show progress, at least replacing some members. So Bobby Christensen for a 2-year appointment, Kevin O'Connor for a 2-year appointment, and Tony Bart representing the council. So we have the planning, the zoning, and the council. Tony Bart's for 3. So that's for tonight, and I need an introduction for that.
Councilman Jordan?
Can I ask for a second?
I'll second.
Councilman Monty?
Roll call.
Councilman Henwood?
Yes.
Councilman Doran?
Yes.
Councilman Monty?
Yes.
Councilman Fidel?
Yes.
Councilman Jordan?
Yes.
And Councilman Bartolome?
Yes.
The final is, I'd ask that we enter into a professional service contract with Witt Associates. My stipulation will be that it's no cost to the borough, a no-cost contract to the borough, and I guess, Bill, you will have to determine the percentage of
Percentage of their fee?
their fee. And this would be asking Witt Associates to go after some FEMA money in regards to the walkway.
Mayor, this company has submitted a proposal to the borough where they specialize in the area of seeking FEMA money for natural disasters that have occurred. And I think, as you pointed out, I think this came up several months ago, that if they are successful in getting the borough FEMA money, then their fee is based on the success of their efforts there. And so this would be exclusively to assist the borough in applying for FEMA money in order to help reconstruct the damaged walkways that were affected by the storm. Is that essentially.
That's it.
And that fee will have to be negotiated. But as you stipulated that at the upfront, there would be no initial cost to the borough. The only fee would be a percentage of what size grants they earn, and then we'll negotiate that percentage.
I'd ask for an introduction.
I'll introduce it.
Councilman Fidel.
Second? Roll call.
Councilman Henwood.
The competition of dollars is experienced, so we owe it to Edgewater to take every opportunity, yes.
Councilman Doran.
Yes.
Councilman Monty.
Yes.
Councilman Fidel.
I agree. I think most of the funds are going to be directed or geared towards the shore communities, shore-town communities, and I think we could use this agency's help in making sure that we do get our fair share. Yes.
Councilman Jordan.
Yes.
Councilman Bartolome.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Robert?
No, I made my request.
Okay, we have no closed session, so we're, okay, I'd like to return to regular order of business, and first up, we have the first aid squad.
Resolutions that aren't on the.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
I'd like to return back to the budget discussion with the department heads, so we'll go back to the original order of business. Can I have an introduction?
I'll introduce it.
Councilman Monty.
Second?
I'll second.
Councilman Henwood.
Yes, I do, but I'll be signing off for this portion, thank you.